Hey, it's Chico, and this is video number 2 of my 3-part series on virtual wholesaling, step by step. If you haven't watched part 1, then go ahead and look at the description. I'll have parts 1, 2, and 3 listed here, as well as all the resources for all this series. And this is the absolute best way to get started with real estate investing. Is the way that I got started. I'm considered the godfather, so you want to learn from me. And most importantly, it is the perfect lifestyle business. And I don't want to hold you up any longer, so why don't we cut right to my computer screen so I can go ahead and get started. Now, in the first step, we had determined the virtual market that we're going to be working in order to be able to start our wholesaling business. Now, the next decision is how is it that we're going to go out and to find our deals? And so here are the typical methods that real estate investors use in order to go out into the marketplace and be able to find below market deals. One avenue of doing that is what's called driving for dollars. And driving for dollars is where you're going to go out and about a particular area, you're going to get in your car, you're going to look in these areas for properties that need a lot of work, that look worse than any of the other properties in that same neighborhood, and you're going to jot down the addresses, and then you're going to try to get a hold of the owners of these properties such that then now you have the opportunity to make them an offer and to be able to buy their property. That's driving for dollars. Now, another way to locate property owners that are willing to sell their property at a discount is by sending out direct mail, sending out postcards that may look like this. And you're going out and you are finding lists of, say, tired landlords, of people that are delinquent on their property taxes, people that are in pre-foreclosure, older homeowners, older houses with equity. And you're finding these people and you're sending them a direct mail postcard that looks like this. And then you are now speaking with them over the phone once they call you. These are some of the examples of postcards that I've used in the past that are a little bit different, have gotten me great results as well. And that's one avenue, direct mail. Another avenue is cold calling, where you're taking exact same list that you would have mailed, and you are going to go out to a service that's going to go out and get the phone numbers for these people, and now you're going to go ahead and just call them on the phone. Now, this is an unsolicited call, so you have to be careful about this. I'm not going to get into the specifics about this particular strategy. However, keep in mind is that this is a very laborious and very time-consuming process. This is not my the process. This is not my most favorite strategy for finding motivated sellers. Another one is my favorite, which is Facebook advertising, where you're going to go and use Facebook in order to find deals for motivated sellers. And this is a great strategy. It's a strategy that isn't in any way saturated like a lot of these. It doesn't require a lot of grunt work or anything like that. And we are having tremendous success with our students, helping them implement this strategy in order to find deals, again, using Facebook advertising. I do have a video. I'm going to put this in the description where I go through. I have a 4-part video series where I go through and I detail step by step exactly how to use Facebook to find amazing real estate deals for your virtual wholesaling business. So make sure you check that out. So the question is, which one do you choose? Well, cold calling is cheap, but it's long hours on the phone. Direct mail, lots of competition, and it's very expensive. Driving for dollars, kind of impossible if you're doing a virtual market. So for me, Facebook is the least competitive and the most affordable and requires less grunt work than the rest, and is the one that I would personally start with first. Now, once you start your marketing, you'll be speaking with sellers and making offers. There are 2 types of calls. What I call is hard calls, is when you're calling the seller out of the blue and they're just like a telemarketer. That would be like cold calling, because they haven't called you and you're disrupting their day. The other types of calls that I consider to be easy is where the seller is happy to speak with you about selling their property. And that is when you send out marketing, whether it be direct mail or whether it's they see a Facebook ad, they're calling you and they're more than happy to talk to you. And so I prefer the easy calls. That's just my preference. So a sample conversation would go like this. Hi, Mr. Jones. This is Cris, and I'm responding to your message about your property at 123 Main Street. Do you have a minute to discuss so that I can make you an offer on the property? And it's just an easy conversation. And what we do is we just get the property details, the bedrooms and bath, the condition and repairs of the property, the motivation of the person, and kind of figure out where they're at with the property and their asking price. You'll make them an offer over the phone and after evaluating the property based on the information that they provide. And I want you to watch the videos that I have here on my channel on analyzing properties, and I'll include links to those as well in the description here for this video. And so the question is, what if the seller asks, well, don't you need to see my property in order to make me an offer? Well, you would say to them, well, our first step is to agree on a price so that our funding department can do an inspection to approve the deal. So long as the information that you provided is accurate, then we'll be perfectly okay. We'll send the seller a simple agreement via email. We can use either DocuSign or HelloSign. And the agreement will have an inspection period so that we'll have the time to find a buyer to take over our contract. And I'll also include a link in the description for a copy of my contract, along with a video that explains on how to use that as well. And once we get the agreement signed, then we'll be ready to find a buyer and to get paid. And then once we get the agreement signed, then at that point, then we'll be ready to go out and to find us a buyer so that we can get paid. There you have it. That is step number 2. Again, I have included in the description all the links of everything I talked about here on this video. And now the next step is to watch video number 3 in this series. Somewhere around here is a video that will pop up. Maybe here, maybe there. I don't know. Click on it and let's go to number 3.